everybody. I'm Starla.
I'm Mick.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah.
And welcome back.
Yo, yeah.
Another week.
Another week.
And this is the month of Women's History Month.
Yes, it is.
Where we celebrate women.
Yes.
And I decided to dress for the celebratory occasion.
Oh, you got all sparkly.
Yeah.
You all sparkly. Just sparkly.
To celebrate
sparkly.
women in all of our beautiful glory.
Yes, beautiful glory. Yes.
And I'm just so happy that we're finally into March. That means we're closer to spring.
Well, yeah, we're closer to spring, but here in Nebraska, that don't really mean much because we still might have a little cold and snow. Yeah. But it's good though. It's cool.
But it's coming to an end.
Yeah, it's getting a little warmer.
I know we're gonna have some more snow. We're gonna have some more ice.
Yes.
But it's gonna come to an end because I think spring comes in this month.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and then what, daylight savings time?
Daylight savings and all that stuff.
So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool.
Well, this week, everybody.
Yes.
This is the episode that I thought would never happen.
I thought it would never happen either.
Because we've had several previous episodes where this one over here said this would never happen.
I thought this would never happen.
Yeah.
But you know, family. I was looking at many of these games that surround us, and I said, why am I holding on?
Oh, you're holding on now.
I'm holding on.
For dear life.
Holding on. That sounds like a song. That sounds like a song.
That is a song.
Holding on. That's a song.
That is a song.
That's a song. But you know, I was holding on. And I said, why am I holding on to games that are not going to get to the table no more? That I might like some of them. I might like all of them. But why am I holding on to games that other people can play?
Yeah. And
I'm just hoarding them.
Yeah, I asked myself that question too. Why are you doing that? Why?
Really? You always ask that. Always.
Yeah.
But you know, I said maybe it's time.
Maybe
it's time.
Maybe.
To let go.
Let go. Really? Okay.
Yes. So I'm gonna let go.
Okay.
Let it go.
Okay.
Let it go. What?
Okay.
What? I'm gonna let it go.
I'm gonna let it go? Okay.
Yes. So I'm gonna let it go.
You gonna let it go?
So
what are we doing this week?
But you know, it's just like just a dent. You know, it's just a dent.
Yeah.
It's just a dent. But yeah, I'm letting go.
You're letting go.
I'm letting go.
So what are we doing this week?
We're culling.
What the call you say?
Oh God, here we go.
What the call you say?
Here we go.
We gonna do what?
We're culling.
I told y'all. This is a show we thought would never happen.
We're culling.
So we've got a lot of stuff to talk about this week.
Yes.
But before we get into all of this interesting stuff, we want to hear a word from our long-time sponsor.
Love them.
Yes. Kids Table Board Games.
Yes.
Have a blast with your family and friends with games from Kids Table Board Gaming. They have a variety of games to choose from, such as Power Plants, Creature Comforts, Wreck Raiders, and Fossilis. These games bring the fun to the table. KTBG is making casual games for the serious gamers and serious games for the casual gamers. To view all the games in their catalog, visit kidstablebg.com. KTBG.
Yes.
Long-time sponsor.
Long time.
We appreciate their support.
They ride with us.
And they just put out great games.
Love them, appreciate them, everything. Now, let me tell you, Power Plants is in retail right now, so check it out, family. There she goes. See, that should be doing it. Leave them alone. But now on social media, they've been sneak peeking something out there.
Ooh.
They working on something. Ooh. They cooking up something good, I think. I don't know. But it looks like an adventure game.
Okay.
So I don't know. They haven't said much. They just put out a little picture, but I'm excited.
Well, when we get more information, you know we're going to share it with you.
We're going to share it with you.
Stay tuned.
So they cooking up something. But, you know, I'm excited.
Yeah.
They got my interest piqued.
All right.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Right, so we love Kids Table Board Games.
Yes, we do. All right.
So next up is the weight loss journey.
Let's do this.
All right, Mick. All I have to say
Yes.
with our weight loss journey
Yes.
is trust the process.
Trust the process, because I'm kind of leveling. I haven't really lost anything. I might gain a pound and then they go back down.
Yeah.
So I'm not really doing anything, but I feel good. And I think somebody, one of our OFPG family members said, don't worry about the scale.
Right.
Don't worry about the scale.
Right.
Worry about what, your clothes feeling better. You can bend over while you're doing something, better. Just that you feel better. You're working out a little bit more. You're walking a little bit more. Those are the victories that we should look at. And I've had some victories.
Well, when we were at WW, they call those non-scale victories.
Yes.
And we are having victories. I do feel a
Yes, we are.
difference. I feel better. We can do more in our classes and stuff. But I was up a pound this week, and I was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
But I'm going to trust the process and know that in 6 months or 12 months, we're going to see major differences.
Yes, and we just talked about don't worry about the scale too much, because I'm going up and down, and I think somebody else, one of our other family members said, just don't worry about it, because you're going to go up and down throughout the day. So just don't worry about it. So I'm not going to worry about that, and I'm just going to keep on moving.
Yeah, and everybody out there who's on a journey with us, our word for this week is trust the process.
Trust the process.
Our statement for this week.
Yes.
Trust the process.
Well, keep on working and let us know how's it going for you now, because we're all in this together.
We are.
We're all into this. All
right.
right.
So next up is
Ask OFPG.
All right, Mick, what do we have this week?
All right, just got one.
Okay.
Got James DePola. Yeah, DePola from YouTube.
Okay.
And he has a question. Hey, James. He said, how do you guys deal with players that may be slowing down the game unreasonably? Well, let me tell you, James. If somebody tripping like that, you're going to have to stop the game and just have a serious conversation. Saying, hey, do you have any questions, issues? Do you need to look at the rule book? What's going on? Because it's kind of slowing down. This game shouldn't take 5 hours. What's going on?
Well, for me,
gotta talk.
We were at Girls Inc. a couple of weeks ago, and I just taught the girls how to play code names. And we had one team that was taking an excessive amount of time.
Yeah.
So the other team said, what can we do? Because they're taking so long. And I said, you know what? This game has a sand timer.
Yes, it does.
So I had to pull out a sand timer on them.
You pulled the sand timer?
I pulled the sand timer out because one team was taking a little too long to, try to make a decision. And so that kind of helped with the game. So having a sand timer may help somebody, speed up, if they're having analysis paralysis type thing. But I don't know about anybody doing excessively long or doing it on purpose. I've never had that experience.
No, me either.
But
I haven't had that.
Yeah,
No.
we have had people that's kind of, take a lot of time with their thought process.
Well, you always gonna have AP. Some people gonna have some AP. So I think that's the one thing you're gonna have to really watch is the AP, and if somebody needs some help, do you need some help with the rules?
Because that could be the cause.
That could be the cause.
Yeah, they don't
Know.
understand.
Yeah,
they don't
understand. What's up? Just ask, be nice, and just say what's up. Can we help you? So we can advance this game a little bit. But that's a good question, though.
I think that's a great question.
Thank you, James,
Thanks
for that.
so much for that.
That's all I got.
That's all you got? All right, so next up we're
yeah.
going to have some board game news.
But first, we're going to talk about Game Theory Tables and their current Kickstarter going on, so don't miss out.
Game Theory Tables has a Kickstarter campaign going on right now. They have 2 new tables, the Origins Lit and the Meeples Champion, the one that we have. So if you're looking for a game table, go check out their Kickstarter campaign. Now we want to show support for Game Theory's tables, so check out the link, check out the campaign, and again, if you're looking for a table, check out Game Theory Tables.
Breaking news. Yes, breaking news. Yes. Family, before we go into the news, we're going to celebrate Women's History Month with the Women's History Minute. Here we go.
In honor of Women's History Month, we want to recognize Pauli Murray, an American civil rights activist, lawyer, gender equality advocate, author, and Episcopal priest. Pauli Murray lived one of the most remarkable lives of the 20th century. She was the first Black person to earn a JSD, Doctor of the Science of Law, degree from Yale Law School, a founder of the National Organization for Women, NOW, and the first Black woman to be ordained as an Episcopal priest. After her death in 1985, Yale University named a residential college after her. Her childhood home in Durham was designated as a National Historic Landmark, and in 2012, Murray was sainted by the Episcopal Church. She devoted her life to fighting for equality for women and people of color in America. And she's not the only woman who's made wonderful contributions to our American society. To learn more, Google Women's History Month. All right, Meek, what do we have in the news this week?
All right, I just got one thing because I'm excited about going to the heart episode. Now, Clue, Hasbro's classic murder mystery game, they are really celebrating, the recent launch of the new iteration of their board game, because it's really nice looking. We kind of showed it off because I had to get it. Yeah. Now, last Tuesday, they're having they launched a 4-week Instagram event launched at a 2-hour memorial of the victim, Mr. Body Black. They had a memorial.
Okay.
Yes, family. They going all out with this. Now, the experience brings back attendees to the house, to Mr. Black's house, so you can literally interrogate the people that could have murdered Mr. Black. And you do this, you try to solve the mystery of his death in this 4-week period. Okay. I mean, everybody around the world can try to do this.
Okay.
And then it concludes where we find out who is the murderer.
Okay.
All on Instagram. So it's wild. It is wild. So that's pretty cool, though.
That's
pretty cool.
That's crazy.
So, check out, Hasbro's Clue Instagram account and check and see if you want to, join in and try to question these folk. And it's like a video game kind of. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. So that's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right. So if you haven't checked out our most recent episode of OFPG Voices, please be sure to do so. We have some wonderful contributors and awesome sponsors.
Yes, we do.
Board and Dice.
Yes.
And the World Series of Board Gaming.
Oh, yeah.
And then next week, we will be at the Great Plains Gaming Festival.
Yes.
In Lincoln, Nebraska.
Boom.
And on Saturday, March 11th, we're having a live show.
Yes.
We are doing a panel.
Yes.
And we're going to have on the panel, we're going to have Nick and Mandy from the Happy Meeples.
Yes.
Sam Stockton from BA Games.
Oh, yeah.
And Marcus Ross from Water Bear Games.
Here we go.
Yes, and we're going to be talking about our top 5 list of our most anticipated games for 2023.
Games we're looking forward to in 2023. And I do have something that I'm looking forward to.
Yes. So if you're going to be at the festival, come on to the show.
Come on.
We're going to have a games giveaway. You don't want to miss that.
A lot of good games we're going to be giving away, family.
And a lot of fun and laughter as we always do at our live shows.
Here we go.
So we want to see you there. So go sign up now. Secure your seat.
Yes.
Go to GPGF's Tabletop Events. Find our show on March 11th at 2 p.m. and sign up.
Because we're going to have some fun, family. We are going to have some fun. You know how we do. You know how we do. Come on through. Come on through.
So now we're going into the heart of the episode.
Woo, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
All right, we are at the heart of the episode.
Yes.
I never thought this day would come.
Me either.
And that's why I have to ask you, what the cull you say?
I'm nervous, but I'm going to do it.
I don't believe it.
I got to do it.
Okay.
I got to do it.
Well,
now, some of these games came into the collection off of little things, little descriptions, and I don't know much about some of them because I was like, I'll get to them when I get to them, but I didn't. And I said, well, maybe just go ahead and move on because we got so many that's coming in that we're playing. So I said, let's get these two houses or people that might want to play them and discover them. So first one is actually the first Kickstarter I did, and that's 7 Sevens from Eagle Griffin, and we played it a little bit a long time ago. And I said, well, you know, it's a lot more card games that we have now in our collection. So maybe somebody want to discover 7 Sevens. This is a pretty good game. So there we go.
Well, you know what? This is his entire list of games.
Yes.
I don't know. We've got about 40 or 50 games on this list. I don't even know what the full count is. But like I told my husband, I'm going to let him pull the games.
Yes.
But if I see anything in the collection that he's getting rid of that I like, I have veto power.
Yes. So 7 Sevens is a nice little card game of, you know, matching, you know, different colors and stuff. And it was cool. And it gives you a little, you know, power. So it's cool. Now, Stella came a few... I think a couple of years ago from Renegade Games. Nice little game where you kind of putting together like a little tableau of like, you know, stars and stuff. And it was cool, but you know, hey, we got a lot of card games.
It was interesting. We got a lot of games,
but
it's going to find a good home. We're going to find a good home for it.
Now, this one was, you know, a lot of these were in that little small, when they were doing little small box games like crazy. I found Pocket Mars because it's kind of like Terraforming Mars, you know, small. But I said, well, you know, there's other small games out there, so I'm gonna keep moving.
Terraforming Mars?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep moving. Found this Ringmaster, a nice little card game at Half Price Books. Never played it.
Yeah, we've never played it.
Never played it, and you know, just it's been sitting there, and I said maybe somebody else might want to play it.
We're gonna find a nice home for it.
Yes, we are. So there we go. Now, Hokkaido and Hushu. I think that's Honshu.
Yeah,
now these are, you know, the first one was Honshu and the second one was Hokkaido, you know, the sequel. They're just like card game. I mean, they're like little cards where you little tiling with cards where you overlay and stuff. You know, really cool, but you know, they've just been sitting there. I'm gonna move them on, family. I'm gonna move them on.
This is progress. Because you know he's a board game addict. So for him to let these games go, we're making progress.
It's hurt.
We're making progress.
Now this one, I like. This is Blueprints, a little dice game where you're setting up dice to do different patterns. Now, I like it from Z-Man Games. Starla don't like it. So, I mean, it's never going to get to the table. And she did not like it, so... It's been sitting there for years, so I'm gonna just let it go.
We're gonna find a nice home for it.
Somebody else gonna find it. Yeah. Now this one, this is Imhotep family, and then Imhotep's expansion, a new dynasty. Starla don't like it. Starla do not like this game. I like it sorta, but it's just been sitting there. It's never gonna hit the table because Starla despises it. So I'm gonna find a new home for it.
Despise is a hard word.
You don't like it.
It's very harsh. But I mean, we played it a couple of times.
It's take that, and you don't like to take that.
I didn't really get it. I didn't get into it. So
you didn't like to take that. You know, it's a lot of take that, and you didn't want that. So we moved that on. Now, Alamater. You know, this is a very heavy game, cool game, and it's from another game that we play, Cumbria.
Yeah,
it's Cumbria. We didn't get to. It just didn't appeal to me. You know, I got it, and I'm like, oh, it's Cumbria, cool, but you know, it just seems kind of overblown.
Yeah.
I
agree.
And I just didn't, and there's so many other games that's coming along.
We tried it. It just didn't.
So
it's not something we came back to.
Yeah, but you might like it. Somebody out there might like this. Yeah. So I'm definitely
You know what? There's a home for all of these games. It's just not here.
I'm gonna let it go.
Yes.
I'm gonna let it go. Now this one is a brand new one. This is 2022 Spectre. It got low scores on our endorsed, on our endorsed list. When we have in our ratings, it got low scores because the rule book is not that great. But someone might want to check it out.
A James Bond fan.
Yeah, James Bond fan might want to check it out. So, but I'm gonna have to let it go. Let it go.
We're gonna find a nice home for you too.
Now here's a game. That Time You Killed Me, that was getting a lot of rave reviews from Pandasaurus Games. Yeah. A lot of people like this.
That was 2021, I think.
Yeah, it's a 2022. No, 2021.
2021, yeah.
And a lot of people, liked it, but we just did not.
It didn't
like
it. Didn't do it for us.
But a lot of people. So someone might like this, where you try to kill your opponent by going through time, going back in time, going in the current time, and trying to smash them against walls and objects. It seems cool, but we just didn't.
It didn't resonate with us.
It didn't resonate with us, so we're gonna let that go.
Yeah.
We're gonna let that go. Now this one hurts me, but we haven't We haven't played it in years. Years, and I think I got the rule book and some other stuff that some stuff I put in here, just some updated rules. But it's Panamax, and it's where you're working in the Panama Canal and moving ships and with dice. It's a lot of dice manipulation, and you're moving ships around. And Starla, you never did like it.
Not a fan.
And I bought. This was one of my first buys at a con.
Yes.
Yeah, this is one of my first buys at a con, and Starla said, "Why'd you get it?"
Yes.
We played it a couple times. Starla said, "No."
Taking him to a con and leaving him alone with some type of game store, or game shop that's at the con is a dangerous thing. He'll buy a bunch of stuff and then tell me about it later.
Starla said, "Not gonna play it no more."
Yeah.
So it's been sitting on the shelf for years.
We tried it.
I said, I'm gonna let it go.
Because
you've asked me to let it go many times.
Yes, I have. I've asked you to do this.
Yes.
And I thought it would never happen.
Now, Sonar is kind of like the little brother of the big Sonar game that is for like cons and stuff. A lot of people can play. This is just for like 2 players, the kind of like family version, and it's like just 2 to 4 players. I never got this to the table. It's a lot more games that I can play. Yeah, I think a family will really like this. It's really cool. It's just like submarines going after each other, trying to find the other submarine and shoot them and kill them. And it's really cool. It's kind of cool. So
you got to think about this whole thing about we're making space for more games.
Yes, we're making space because we're gonna have more games coming.
Yeah, and these games are gonna go to someone who can actually play them.
Yes. My next one is I got this because City Skylines. City Skylines. I love the video game. I love the video game of City Skylines, and this is the board game version. I'll stick with the video game version, but I think somebody might like this if they want to build this city building. Yeah. You're basically doing some city building like you do in a video game. Yeah. So maybe somebody like it.
There's a game for everybody.
Yes, there's a game for everybody. And now the next one is Control.
Yes.
This is real cool from Pandasaurus, and it's kind of like putting bricks together. And we got this from Pandasaurus, and it's kind of interesting. It's an interesting game.
A second. Let me look at this one.
What?
My first veto.
What?
We're keeping it.
Why are we keeping it?
We're keeping it because I like it.
Why are we keeping it?
I like it. We're keeping it. Control.
Explain.
Well, it's a good family game, and we do a lot of family game nights, and I thought it was a lot of fun. We're keeping Control.
Okay.
It's a veto. My first one.
All right.
Yay.
So that stays.
It stays.
Okay. All right. So here's another one. The Alpha from Bicycle Games, and it's a cool little, I guess entry level into, I guess worker placement, set collection, and doing some things with that. And it's cool, but it's better wolf games out there. This is a wolf game about helping your wolves, pack. But there's better ones, like the wolves. So we gotta let that go. And we haven't heard anything from
veto number 2.
Why is that veto?
I thought this was a nice little family weight game for younger people. I think it's a good game, and I think we need to keep it. And we're keeping it.
Okay.
Veto number 2. Veto number 2.
Okay, all right. We just gonna keep moving on.
We're gonna keep going.
We're gonna keep moving on, family. All right, so now we have Keepers from Van Ryder Games. Interesting party game.
It is.
But it's very, very light.
Yes.
Very, very beginner.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of party games, so we're just gonna let this go and go. It's pretty though. It's pretty though, but
it is pretty. The artwork is beautiful.
Yeah.
But it didn't get a high rating.
No, it didn't get a high rating, on our ratings.
We're gonna make space for someone else to have this in their home, and they may like this one.
Yeah. Next one is from DeVere Games. Michael Stroganoff. It's kind of like an adventure. Strogoff. It's an adventure game, but I never played it. Never really got into it. So I said, well, I'm just gonna let this pass on, and let's go pass on. Yeah. But somebody like it.
Somebody like it.
Somebody like it. This is a game I got from Gale Force 9, and it's Dune Arrakis. What is that? Dawn of the Freeman. It's a war game. And you ain't gonna play it.
No, I like the other Dune Imperium.
Yes, so we like Dune Imperium. And we love, as you can see, the big box up there with everything in it. We love it. We love Dune Imperium. So we're going to let that one go. We're going to let that one go. Now, we love the Mintworks.
Yes.
And then Mintworks came with a lot of other games. Mint Delivery, which was kind of no, it was a pick up and deliver.
Yes.
Didn't really get into that one.
Yeah.
Then they had Mint Control,
which we still haven't shrink. So
we
as
still
you
haven't
can see,
shrink.
we have not played it yet.
Yeah, we just, but you know, it's kind of like, it was kind of majority control, you know, area majority.
Yeah.
And we just, And then this one was, it came along with Mint Cooperative. You know the story on that, family. She ain't cooperative, so, but we like Mintworks.
Mintworks
we
is
love
awesome
Mintworks.
game.
So we're going to keep that
love
one, but.
Love the tin it's in. Love the size of it because it's so
Yes.
unique. But these others, we're going to let someone
Let
else,
somebody else.
have it in their home.
All right, so this is easy. This is Skull King, but I did it upside down. This is Skull King. This is the other edition. This is the kind of like the one of the other editions that they did. Now we have the new edition of Skull King, and we like that one a whole lot better.
Yes.
Now Skull King will not leave our collection.
We love Skull King.
Yes, but this is the old version. We love the new version, so we're gonna let the old version go.
Okay, veto.
Yes. What?
Veto.
Why are we gonna do?
Because you know what? I have someone I want to actually share this with.
Oh.
Love Skull King.
Oh.
You know I'm not gonna let a Skull King go.
That's true.
I'm not letting it go.
You're not gonna let it go?
This one's gonna be veto. Veto number 3.
There we go. See, family. There you go. Okay, so these next two are made by the same person, and let me see if it's made by. And it's Flip City from TMG. Well, TMG's gone now.
Yes.
And then Dairyman. Flip City is kind of like a card game where
like
you can
dexterity,
do
isn't it? It's
no, it's a city builder game.
City building game. Oh, you flipped this
so it's been a long, and this was during the small box games where they were doing it, and then Dairyman is a push your luck dice game.
Yes.
It was a push your luck dice game, and I really, they were cool and all, but it's maybe time to kind of let them go.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of other good games out there, dice manipulation and push your luck, so. We're going to let it go.
All right, we'll let these go.
Now, Cryptid Urban Legends, it's a good 2-player. Well, it's an okay 2-player. It has some issues, so we like the big Cryptid better, so we're going to let this one go. So we're going to let that one go.
Yes, I haven't played this one.
Yes, no, you haven't played that one. Now, this is Summertime, which is a card game based on Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff. Interesting. Just didn't really appeal to us. Somebody else might like it. It goes summertime, so let somebody else do summertime. Summertime.
I don't know.
What?
I haven't had a chance to play it, but just because it's Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yes.
I think I want to hold on to it.
You gonna hold on to it?
Just a little bit longer.
Summertime. Yes.
Veto, number 4.
Veto number 4. You keep it, all right. Okay, so next one is from Grandpa Beck's Games, and this is Antiquities Quest. So it's an interesting. We like a lot of the, the Grandpa Beck's games.
Yeah, we love his stuff.
we like a lot of them. This one, it's okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let somebody else take, because I think the one that we have, what's that one? Artifacts Inc. Yes. We like that one a whole lot better. So so we're gonna do that. Now this is one that we did a preview of, and this is Super Truffle Pigs. Really cool gateway game. We have a lot of family game, family weight game from Bicycle Games by Bicycle. We have a lot of gateway games. So we're just gonna let that one just go and go.
Because we have Happy Pigs, which is one of my favorites.
Those pigs running for dear life. Those pigs are running for dear life from a wolf. They running for dear life. Now we love lanterns.
Yes.
But this is the tile one. But this is Lanterns Dice, where they try to make everything dice. Every game, they'll make a dice version of it.
Yeah.
It's cool, but we just gonna let this go and pass on.
Yeah, somebody else may like it better, but the Lanterns tile laying game, we love.
That ain't going
Absolutely
nowhere. That ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So the next one is a choose your own adventure game. After the choose your own adventure books, that's House of Danger. It's a cooperative adventure game. It's cool, but I just never opened it up. So before I mess over it, I'm gonna let somebody else try it out. So I'm gonna let
co-op.
Co-op. Well, we know you ain't gonna do it. That was gonna be a solo for me. Yeah. So we got this one, Dastardly Deliverables. Did I say that right?
Dastardly Dirigibles.
Yes, this is a steampunk card game,
Yeah.
which it seemed really interesting. But you build your own balloon. But we got so many other things going on.
Yeah.
I said somebody else might like it.
Yeah. When we played it, I had fun with it. But I have to agree that we have other games that we'll bring to the table, because I don't think we brought this to the table in at least 5 or 6 years.
No, we got it like in 2020.
No, I thought we got this one.
No, we got the 2020.
Okay, well, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Because I know we only played it once.
But the steampunk game I really like is Steampunk Rally.
So that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I love Steampunk
Where
Rally.
you actually put together your...
they make the machines.
You make your machine that you try to race and stuff. It's a racing game.
Yeah.
So that's the one I really like.
too.
In the steampunk, vein. Yeah. Now this one is exchange from a game, a light strategy game from Bicycle.
Yeah.
And family, it's a light strategy game.
Yes.
And I think it'd be good for people just getting into the hobby, and want to try to find something, but it's a little bit too light for us, so we're just going to pass on that.
Yes, exchange.
Yeah. So this next one is a party game called You Betcha High Stakes. Is a party game, and we have a lot of party games. Party games we really, really like, so we're just going to let this move on.
We haven't tried this one.
Yeah.
I haven't tried this one.
Yeah, we're going to let that move on.
We're going to let that one go.
Then it's from the same company, the game of Wolf. Choose Your Pack Wise is another party game. We got a lot of party games that we really like, so we're just gonna let that one pass on. Yes, we're gonna let that one. Now this one we were kind of disappointed on. It's Duce from Stronghold Games. He got a low score on our ratings. It's basically good if you want to play separate from everybody. It's really hardly no player interaction in it. And I think that's one thing that
I was really disappointed. I guess I liked what they were going for with the sweet, they were working with desserts and stuff. Oh, that's a cute concept. But then the mechanics of the game, the gameplay just didn't resonate with me. So I was like,
So we're going to, maybe somebody else might like it as a solo. It's a really good solo game.
Yeah.
So maybe someone else will like that. Now, this one we've had for a couple of years, and it's Sovereign Skies. People are not really playing this. It's from somebody might like it. It's a card game based on space and space exploration and things like that. So maybe someone might like it.
I haven't played it.
Yeah. So we'll let that one go. Yeah. So this one is from DeVere. It's Holmes, Sherlock versus Mycroft, and it's a cool little card game where you're Sherlock Holmes and you're going to get your brother. So, maybe somebody like that. It just really didn't appeal to me too much, but because I'm really not really into Sherlock Holmes that much.
I haven't played it, so I have nothing on it. I haven't played it.
Now, Skyfall, this is the first Skyfall. This is a party game. You never really want to like to play it.
Well, I'm a Spyfall. I don't know. I've
you
tried it.
No, you tried it a couple of times.
No, I don't remember this.
Yeah, you did.
Did I play this
yes,
one?
You have.
We have too many games.
Yeah.
Spyfall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, by Cryptozoic. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me look more at it.
Where you try to find the spy.
Yeah, this is still not. It's not staying.
Yeah.
It's not
so
staying.
there we go.
As you can see, if I don't even remember it, it didn't make an impression.
And they're like on Skyfall 2 now or something.
Spyfall?
Spyfall. It was Spyfall 2.
If I don't remember it, it didn't make an impression. But there are a lot of people who like spy games and stuff like this.
They might like this.
And this is we're gonna find a good home for this game.
Yes, we are. Now, since we're not gonna keep the big one, the Imhotep, the Duel. Ain't gonna stay either, family. So we're gonna let it move on. It's a lot of take that. Starla don't like Imhotep, the big game, so we're gonna move on. Now this one is Agents of Smersh. Now this was kind of like my first big game that I got, and really did like it. But they have the rebooted, reimagined version out now that I'm going to pursue and get. So I'm gonna let this one go. It has the a expansion in it, but I'm going for the new reimagined version that even looks 3 times better. But somebody might want to try this. So there we go. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's heavy.
It's heavy. Got a lot of stuff in it. Got a lot of stuff. This one we got this a while back.
Yes,
Rare Roses.
Interesting
and
game.
it's an interesting little, flower game. But family, we got a lot of plant games
Yes, we
that
do.
are superior. So someone might like this, you know, starting off and everything, but we're gonna let it go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
We're gonna let it go. We're gonna have to let it go. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna pass. We're
And
gonna
that's
pass
that's the
on this one. Let it
same
go.
with
Let it go.
the little flower shop, little tableau game. You know, from you know, it was this Dr. Finn games. We have a lot of flower games. Have a lot of plant games. Love those that we got.
Yeah.
The brand, they're newer, so someone might like to, you know, check this out.
Yeah,
So
little flower shop.
yeah. All right, Madam Ching.
Stop the presses. Stop the presses.
Madam Ching.
I know you didn't put that in the cull section. We are not culling Madam Ching. No way, Jose.
why we not getting
I
rid of Madam
absolutely love this game. We used to play this game all the time. I mean, I can't even believe you put this out to be culled. What were you thinking? I think you don't like it because I used to win a lot. And then Grant would win at this one too. So no, Madam Ching, oh no. Mm-mm. No. This one's staying. We love Madam Ching. It is staying. Yes. Yeah, we're keeping that.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna
I can't
keep.
even believe you tried to do that.
Moving on, family. Moving on. We have Cumbria, which is a really cool game that is dice manipulation. Now, I'm kind of on the fence, Starla, that we might keep this one because it
Yeah.
was a fun game.
I was getting ready to veto.
You're gonna veto?
I'm vetoing.
I'm vetoing myself.
You gonna veto yourself.
I'm vetoing
We're keeping this one.
myself.
I enjoyed this. We haven't played it in years,
Yeah.
but I remember playing
It was
and I remember
fun.
having fun. So I don't know why you put that in the list.
But you know, it was one thing that I didn't like. It was the AI for 2 players.
Right, but we'll have to play this with more people because when
Yes.
we did play it with
It
more
was-
people, it was fun.
It was fun. We had 4 players, and I
yeah.
think, God, where did we play this? I think we played it with.
Did we not play it at Kim's house?
We played at Kim's
I think
house.
we played it at Kim's house.
We played Kim's house, and
Yeah.
we enjoyed it. That's why I went and got it. And
Yeah, we're vetoing.
Yeah, I'm vetoing
You veto
myself.
yourself. This one stays.
Now the other one, the sequel.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah,
Yeah, so
But
that
this
can
one,
go. Yeah,
yeah.
this-
Alma mater.
I'm
yeah,
keeping
we don't
it.
want to keep
I'm
that one. But
keeping
this
it.
one we're keeping.
I'm veto. You know, I'm vetoing
Veto
myself.
yourself. Yes.
I'm vetoing myself.
Yes.
So, Hits Zeroed. It's a very unique game. It's where, you know, it's the zombie apocalypse.
Don't like zombies.
And this kid is making a game with spare things that he's finding around, like pictures and like you know, the bottle caps are the money. And it's really an interesting
I've never played this game.
And you're trying to kill zombies with like worker placement and stuff like that. It's a really interesting game, but it's interesting. I wouldn't say it's Martin Wallace, so just try to have somebody else play it. I played it a few times, a lot of times, and it was fun.
Hey,
but
we gotta let it go.
gotta let it go. Gotta let it go.
Let go.
Yes. Now this one, Robin Hood is the Adventures of Robin Hood is an interesting game, but it's kind of not my style.
Yeah.
You're working out of a book, an actual book, doing adventures, worker placement, moving around a board, you know, trying to make sure your shadow doesn't get seen because you're trying to stay in the shadows. Interesting game, but I'm gonna let it go. Somebody else might try. It's heavy. See, look how heavy it is.
It's heavy. There's a lot of stuff in
Yes,
there.
heavy.
Quality, man. Quality.
Now this one I got a couple years ago. It's a Fallen Land. It's a very popular indie post-apocalyptic board game. I don't like the art. You know, we got it, and it's very complicated.
Okay, you say we as if I had something to say about that. You got it.
Yeah, I got it.
I've never played it.
No, I haven't even played it.
Just looking at the box, you know, I wouldn't pick that.
Yes,
up.
I know,
That's not
but
my kind of
you know,
thing.
the art is not the greatest, and it's a lot of stuff going on. They have a Fallen Lands 2 they did a while back. They got 2, so I would get that one, but it's interesting. But
people
I think
who like this kind of stuff,
yeah, they might like it.
They'll like it, and we'll find a home.
And plus,
but not here.
They put it at 1 hour per player.
Oh yeah.
1 hour per player, and this goes up to 5 players. Yes, it's that. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
Oh
so,
God, it's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. There's a lot of stuff in it. A lot of stuff in it. This one, we were kind of got a low score.
Yeah, we were
it got a low
disappointed.
score. We were disappointed in it. But they recently came out. The designer recently came out with optional rules to kind of help out some of the things that we did not like about it. I have the optional rules in here.
Yeah.
we're not gonna do it. I'm gonna let somebody else give it a try.
Yeah, we're not the
Interesting
only
game.
people who had issues
Yeah.
with this game.
Yeah.
So that's why he has those optional rules. Because
Yeah.
people are having problems with playing the gameplay
Yeah.
and the mechanics and the way things work
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
We just didn't get it. It had a lot of potential.
Yes.
It was very interesting when we
Yes.
got it. We're like, oh, you know, this is gonna be great. But then we started playing it and it just wasn't there.
Because you didn't
Yeah.
get the tech. You know,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be where this guy came from the future with a lot of tech in the Western, in the Old West, and you didn't really see the tech.
But I mean, maybe there's somebody out there who has patience with
Yeah, they might
going
have
through the
patience.
optional
Yeah,
rules and
yeah.
trying to figure it all out, and then maybe
That's
that's
true.
where it needs to be.
That's true.
But because we get so many games, we want things to be a little more, comprehensive and
Yeah.
easier to put on the table.
Yeah.
Even if the game, is really heavy with strategy, we got to be able to understand the rules
Yeah.
so we can play it.
Yeah, so somebody might like to try it out.
Yeah.
So, we're
this
gonna
one,
put it on
this
there.
one, no.
Now this one,
Can you get it?
I'm trying to get it. I got it. Now this one, high rise. I like it, but Grant and Starla don't like it. And I tried to hold on to it because they did a Kickstarter where they were gonna do some upgrades and do a lot of stuff to it. But that Kickstarter was like 3 years ago, and we still don't know if we're still gonna get it or not. So I'm just gonna have to let it go. And if I get the Kickstarter finally 1 year, I'll just probably have to, let that go too. But interesting game about it's
You're building high rises.
You're building
Yeah,
high
you're building
rises in different parts of the town, and you're doing a little bit of take that a little
There's
bit.
a little take that in it, but I thought it had so much
a lot of
potential.
corruption coming.
It's corruption,
a lot of
but
corruption.
I thought they had a lot of potential. I kind of liked the way they did the little high-rise buildings where there were standees, even in the town. But it just didn't.
And I know that that you and Grant had issues with the corruption.
We did,
and just didn't. You guys didn't enjoy it, so that kind of like well.
But there's somebody else that's gonna love this game. And we're gonna find that.
And
person.
I held on to it because I got the Kickstarter, and I said, well, maybe the Kickstarter would put some life in it, and you and Grant would like it. But I can't wait forever for it, so. I'm let it go.
All right, so let it go. All right.
So that.
Are
so
we done?
You vetoed a couple.
I did.
So I have to throw a couple in.
What?
Yes. City of Gears from Gray Fox Games. It's a steampunk game.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get it to the table a couple of times, just never did.
Yeah.
We have some of the other games coming in, so maybe somebody else. I've heard good things about it, but I'm gonna let it go and pass.
All right.
Yeah,
City
I'm gonna
of
let it
Gears
pass.
gotta go.
Yeah, City of Gears
Gotta
gotta go. And then also,
This the last one?
no.
Oh, there's more.
Just one more. It's from Portal Games. It's Everybody Lies. It's from the detective series that they have, and it's Batman, but Batman's not in it.
Yeah.
Batman is gone somewhere, and your team from Gotham Police is trying to help the city try to discover different missions. It's 4 missions, and you're trying to deal with the missions.
Yeah.
It was interesting, but it ain't no Batman.
Yeah, we played it, and it just, again, it's one of those games where if you don't have that desire to put it back on the table, then why are we holding on to it?
Yeah.
I think we had a good time when we played it.
Yeah.
But it just didn't make us say, okay, we want to do it again. Because again, so there's no Batman.
Yeah.
And it just it wasn't, I don't know.
It's interesting. It's interesting. So maybe somebody else will like it.
Somebody else will like it.
Yeah. So we're gonna move it on.
All
We're gonna move it on. And that's it.
That's it?
That is all.
Oh,
That was around maybe about 50, 54.
Yeah,
That's just
50 games.
It's just kind of a dent. That's a dent.
Yes.
So that's a dent, but
it'll just make space for the 2023s that are coming in.
yes. But like I was thinking, I said if I put those to the side, and I said if I didn't have like a reaction, like oh my God, I'm gonna miss that. Oh geez, if I didn't have that, it's time to go, and I didn't have that. Now Cumbria, I did have the one game out of all this. The one game out of all of it was Cumbria, and Cumbria I felt really bad. I said, oh man, I mean. Maybe that one should stay. I'm like, but
I told you, I said, you go ahead and get the list together. You pull all the games you want to get rid of, the ones you want to cull and find a new home for. I said, but I told you, if there's anything on your list that I want to veto and keep, I will do that. And you said great.
Yeah.
And so those games that I said, I think we need to hold on to them a little while longer.
Yeah.
Give them another shot.
Yeah.
Those are the ones we're keeping.
Well, I think Madam Ching, you really...
I don't even know why that was on the list.
You really like Madam Ching.
There are not a lot of games in our collection that I actually picked out or say, okay, I really, really love this game. I'd say I play maybe 80% of our collection, even though out of 80%, you probably picked 7% of those games.
Yes.
And you're going to put Madam Ching on there? I mean, that was just kind of...
I don't like that game that much.
That's because you lose at it.
Well, yeah, I do lose at it like that. But I'm not basing it on that.
Grant and I love that game.
Yeah, I do. So it's an interesting game, though. And then the art is just phenomenal. It's Vincent Dutrois.
Vincent Dutrois.
Dutrois.
Yeah, I don't know why you
It's
do
him,
that.
so
I think we say Dutrois, Dutrois.
It's something.
It's something French.
It's French. Vincent French guy.
Something French.
Yeah, Vincent French guy that makes the great art.
So this is our show, What the Cull You Say.
Yes, that's it.
That Mick is culling games.
Yes.
Something we thought would never happen.
Yes.
But it has happened.
And it might not be the only time.
Ooh, okay.
It might not be the only time.
You know what? I see growth. But
I feel growth.
But we're both growing and changing in the hobby.
Yes.
Just like I found, a co-op that I like. You realize that some games...
One co-op.
But I did... That's
you
growth.
Did find it.
That's growth.
You did find
me,
it.
actually.
It found you.
But, that's growth for me.
Yes.
And for you, a board game addict.
Yes.
To be able to let games go.
A collector. Not addict. Collector.
You say collector, I say addict.
Collector.
Tomato, tomato.
Whatever.
Tomato, tomato.
Yes.
But the fact that you're letting some go, knowing that we're going to replace them with other games.
Yes.
And letting somebody else have a shot at playing them that really and truly may put it on the table more than once.
That's true.
Or twice.
So this might not be the only time.
I'm very proud of you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
I'm very proud.
Thank you so much.
That you're learning to let it go.
It's hard.
Let it go.
It's hard. Let it go. Let it go. Yes.
All right. So that's it for our heart of the episode.
Yes.
What the Cull You Say.
Yes. And what games you think you should call? Or tell us, have we made a mistake? Hold on to that game, Mick.
Tell us quick.
Let us know. Tell us quick. Because tell us quick. So let me know.
All right. So again, we're letting some go so we can make space for others.
Yes.
So in that vein, what did we get this week?
I'm gonna let you know.
Mick, what did we get this week?
All right, so we got a few games. This one, it had a successful Kickstarter from Indie Board and Cards. It's Astro Knights and Astro Knights, the Orion System expansion. It is a cooperative deck building game where you do not shuffle the cards.
Oh.
You don't shuffle the cards.
Okay.
So you battle it out with whatever you get. So it's a very interesting system.
Interesting idea.
Yeah, it's kind of takes inspirations from Aaron from one other game, and it's very, very interesting.
Okay, so this is the expansion to it, or what is this?
That's the expansion.
Expansion. Okay.
Yes. So, but I mean, it's just unique that you do not shuffle the cards. So that's very interesting. You get
I hope
deck.
The cards are mixed up when you get them.
I hope so too. I guess you
shuffle to mix the cards.
I guess you shuffle them up and then you get them, but you can't shuffle in your hand.
Okay, you can't move. Oh, okay,
so
that's
what
what
you
you
hand.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Next one is just hang on. Don't get crazy.
I can see the box now.
Yes, don't get crazy. I love Terraforming Mars family, but Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition is the kind of, it's the little box game. It's the little brother to the great Terraforming Mars.
Oh, the great.
So this is one of the expansions to Ares Expedition Crisis. This is the cooperative version, and also you can do solo with this. Yeah, I'll probably be doing solo, family. I'll be doing solo, but
of course you're gonna be doing solo.
Yes. Now it's two more expansions that are gonna come after this because they had it in the Kickstarter. So it's two more that they're gonna have on retail. But this is the first one that they have out on retail.
Okay.
So this is Crisis.
So co-op and solo. So they missed me on both marks.
They missed you on both. and then it hit you with the Terraform Mars. So it's all me,
that's
family.
All you.
It's all
me.
It's
all you.
And that's not going nowhere.
Okay.
That ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
But then this one is a very interesting game that Devere is coming out with, and it's Jerusalem.
I think it's what, Jerusalem?
Jerusalem.
Yeah.
It's not Jerusalem. It's Jerusalem.
Jerusalem,
It's
yeah.
Jerusalem. It has an
Or
I.
Jerusalem, yeah.
So if you're looking for it, put an I in there.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting where it's a religious-based theme, Christian religious-based theme, where it's the Last Supper.
Yeah.
And Jesus and the disciples are coming in to have the Last Supper, and you're like you're like their supporters and you follow them. You're the followers, and you're trying to get close enough to the action of the Last Supper to get inspiration and feel good and to see Jesus. You're trying to get close.
This is one of those topics that I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Yeah, I know.
Because there are certain themes and topics that I don't know if I want to play with.
Yeah.
And with us both being Christian, growing up in Christian families,
Yes.
Baptist. I don't know. I'm going to look
Black
at it
Southern
more.
Baptist.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it some more. But, I mean, for people who want religious games, and there are a lot of religious games out there.
They are.
Because at the religious stores, they find games, especially people
And
at religious schools.
there's some religious, there's a religious, bunch of games that are coming out
there
that
are
are
a lot of
religious
things,
themes.
especially if you have a religious school, Christian schools, there are games for the kids and stuff.
Yes.
I'm not sure. We never played religious-based games
No, we
growing up.
haven't. No.
Because, in our households, you didn't play with God.
No.
You don't play
But
with God. But it's a different way of
Yeah.
thinking now. I do want to take a look at it more.
Yes.
I want to open the box, check it out, and see what it's about.
Yeah.
But again, I'm kind of mixed feelings.
Yeah,
I don't know. The jury's out for me.
I'm kind of
The jury's out for me.
I'm kind of okay, this is interesting that it's almost like you're trying to get close to a rock star.
Yeah.
And I guess Jesus is a rock star. You're trying to get close enough to him.
Well, now one of my favorite movies is Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
And my family, that was kind of almost, blasphemous. Jesus Christ
because
Superstar.
remember the one they did on TV with
Yeah.
John Legend?
Yeah.
A lot of people weren't cool with that.
I like
Weren't
the
cool with
original
that.
one,
Yeah,
the one from
yeah.
the 70s. I really love that movie.
Yes.
But a lot of my relatives did not like it so
Yeah.
much. So
Yeah. I was
I'm
cool
gonna,
with it, though.
I love Jesus Christ
Yeah, I was
Superstar. I
cool
love
with
the
it.
music
Yeah, I was
from
cool.
it.
Yeah.
I love the messaging. And this could be that kind of game. I don't know.
Yeah, I
But we
want
gotta
to
look at
see
it.
where it's where it's coming from,
yeah.
but it's interesting.
Yeah.
So thank you, Devere, for
Thank you
sending
so much
it
for
to us.
sending it so we can check it out.
Yeah,
'cause
we're gonna
we will
check it out
this one out.
because there's a game. Massive Darkness 2 is a dungeon crawler, and it's where it's some kind of darkness that has corrupted heaven and hell, and you're fighting against both of them. So you kind of that's interesting too.
Yeah.
And then, but that's fantasy. That's
Yeah.
fantasy.
Yeah.
But this one is like
Based on
dealing
the
with
story,
the
yeah.
real deal.
So this was something I got to look at some more.
we're gonna look at that.
All right, so is that it?
that's all.
All right, so that's
all.
what we got this week.
So Starla, what about our merch? I got some of our merch on. Yeah.
Well, if you're looking for a shirt or a pillow or a poster,
Yes.
check us out on Spring.
Yes.
Support OFPG.
Support us. Now, Starla, you laid down the gauntlet.
Yes.
30,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
Yes.
30.
30.
30,000.
Yes.
Yes. And we're going to do it.
That's right.
But they got to find us.
Yes.
They got to tell their friends, family, co-workers,
Yes.
somebody walking down the street where they can find OFPG. So where can they find us?
Well, if you're looking for Our Family Plays Games,
Yes.
you can find us on Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram,
Yep.
Twitter,
Yes.
and right here on YouTube.
Right here.
And if you're in Omaha, Nebraska,
That's local, family.
you can find us on Cox Channel 22.
Yes.
Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. and Tuesdays at 4:30 p.m.
All right, family, thank you so much for coming out. Hey, if you got any questions for Ask OFPG, bring them on so we can answer them. We love seeing those. And if you got any questions, comments, just sharing your thoughts and all that stuff, give it to us. We love seeing them, and we're going to respond to you because we love talking to our community and to our OFPG family. But there's one thing, and one thing we want you to always know, we love y'all.
Bye, everybody.
now.